It's February, y'all. Love is in the air. Or in my case, dead in the water because someone loving me or me loving someone is an impossibility. My tragic past won't allow for it. However, this isn't the same for your stories. Romance is an incredibly popular genre, and people on the internet are constantly shipping characters together. Sometimes they're cute, and other times, and by that I mean most of the time, they're utter cringe. But then again, I've seen my fair share of verses that are totally canon. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips that help you write better romance in your stories. So between you and me, come on. Between you and me, I can't stand seeing those two lovers and they can't seem to get their hands off of each other. You know, like what you see in high school with the two that are holding hands on the way to class or kissing on top of your locker. These jokers seem inseparable. Meanwhile, you're getting left on red by your crush. You hate to see it. It's much the same in writing romance. Your characters can't just be this inseparable duo that's carried away by how cute they are. That shit ain't gonna fly, homie. Instead, your characters need to be fleshed out on their own, individually, and have an actual reason for liking each other. Just putting the emotionally mature yet edgy loner with the bubbly and charismatic yet emotionally immature girl isn't gonna work. So that's number 1. Have your characters individually have depth. So see to it that your characters have some depth before trying to put them together. If you want to see how to do that the wrong way, check out this vid. Now I want you to think of all the good relationships that you have in your life. Think about what you like about them. Maybe it's the banter that you have with each other. Maybe it's that you've worked at the same job, went to high school together, or share similar hobbies. Whatever the reason is, there is a reason why you hang out with them, conscious or unconscious. And this definitely applies to writing romance that feels authentic. I know that your characters are hot as hell. Don't even try to lie to me now. I can see through that bullshit. But there is more nuance to people than their looks. In healthy relationships, each should have traits they deeply respect in one another. Otherwise, you get yourself a toxic relationship. Though, those are interesting to write about as well. And that's number 2. Give your characters a real reason for wanting to be together and liking each other. Otherwise, you get some rent-a-girl or harem level nonsense, which is just frustrating because the protag is an utter simp.
Look, you're a simp.
And somehow gets away with getting all this attention from sometimes respectable individuals. Sometimes they're not, though.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Let me catch you trying to write something like that, and I'm gonna have to go Ghostface on your ass and strike you down. Violently. Now, moving on, I've got a question for you that I want you to take into account. What is the driving force of story? Is it the characters we see the world through? Or is it the moral argument or the theme that you're trying to convey? Let's get into the good old classic Romeo and Juliet for answers. As most of us know, Romeo and Juliet belong to rival families that have been at odds with each other for generations. There is a reason why they can't be together. So when the two of them fall in love with each other, it seems that fate itself has barred them from ever being together. There's a reason why they can't be together, and the two lovers attempting to overcome this dilemma is the central conflict of the story. It ends with them pretty much drinking bleach and then sending themselves to God in a famously tragic ending. Now going back to the question, we can finally see the answer. Conflict. Just like with all stories, there has to be some type of challenge that needs to be overcome. A reason why the characters can't just be together. It is then, when your couples overcomes the obstacle and grows together, that you can incorporate the tips from earlier. Then you can have one of them fall for each other. You can get that cute and wholesome relationship that everybody gushes about online. And that's the 3rd tip. Craft interesting dilemmas for your couple to overcome. Or in layman's term, conflict. Do what creatives do best. Do what writers do best. Make your characters' lives miserable by plaguing them with problems that either make them or break them. It's just that simple. If you're not, you're doing something wrong. Your character should want and have a very, very good reason to go John Wick on your ass. Alright? Enslay you. And that is it, y'all. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment your favorite relationships. And I'll see you in the next one.